Hey guys, it's Josh. Week 45's topic is male role models in your life. I can pretty much think of two. The first is my grandfather, my mom's dad. He passed away when I was 7, but he was just awesome. Like, there's only so many lessons you can teach a 6-year-old, but um, I think back and we used to go outside in the backyard and play checkers, and I pretty much thought I was a checker champion because I always won everything. I didn't know till I was like 20 that he let me win. But I think about that, and I think about I used to go down to our basement, and he would have, as a kid, it seems like thousands. It was probably like a dozen, but it seems like everywhere were these bowling trophies from his bowling hobby that he was like a genius at, and um, he was a merchant marine in New York, and he was a tugboat captain. And for anyone that lives near New York or has been in the vicinity of Brooklyn, Manhattan area, you'll know of the Verrazano Bridge. And I thought I had a picture of it, but that's the Brooklyn Bridge over my head, over here. But one of his proudest moments was that his tugboat that he was captain of brought in either the final piece or one of the final pieces for the Verrazano Bridge. Remember, he told me that story a lot. Um, Anything else male role model wise? I have to really think, and I had to think of what the definition of role model means because my biological father is a nobody. He doesn't even deserve the term father. So the guy that knocked up my mom is a nobody. And he has no place as a role model in anything because my life has been spent to not be like him. And I think I've done a pretty good job for the most part, other than my hairline, because that's all him. I would say as a role model would be my stepdad. We have a really weird relationship, and by weird I mean we don't really speak, and by really speak I mean we don't talk. Um, but that's not to me what a role model's about. Granted, he wasn't the kind of dad that, or to me anyway, that would take you outside and throw a ball around with you, or you know, it, I didn't really get the warm and fuzzies from him ever. There were times, but we had a more strained relationship than not over the past 25 years. But I will say this. I've watched him closely, and he came from such humble backgrounds. He came from he came to this country from Greece when he was young, um, from a parent. I don't know the story. We've never discussed it, but from a pretty hard childhood, from what I can gather, what I can assume, and what I've heard. He really made a name for himself. I mean, he's worked. There's not a time in my life that I could ever say that he didn't go to work, that he didn't get up in the morning, or he used to work overnights. He's always had a job. He's not been one of those dads that are deadbeat financially. He's always had a job. He's always worked. He's always provided for us and made sure we had food and clothes and a roof over our head. Um, he's always been a man of his word. I've never known him to break a promise. I've never known him to say he's going to do something and not do it, which is a really good thing. And those are the things I've learned from him. As a man, I've developed into a man of integrity and honor. I believe so, anyway, or my wife believes so. Um, if I say I'm going to do something, it's going to happen. It's going to get done. I haven't always been that way. I struggled a lot years ago, up until a few years ago, I should say, just with depression and things along that line, because I didn't like who I was. I wasn't who I was meant to be at that point. But through nothing but hard work and determination and pounding the pavement and really making a way for myself. I've become who I want to be. And I've learned what it is to be a good husband, to be a good father to my stepson, just to be a good man in general. Because as a man, without integrity and without honor, without morals, without humility, you're not really much of anything. You could be the savior of the world, but if someone can't trust you, you know what I'm saying? You're not really worth your weight in shit, let alone anything else. So I would say, although we've had a really strained relationship, I would say that my stepdad was my biggest male role model. Like I said, it wasn't the warm and fuzzy, teach you about girls, teach you about dating, the whole scruff your hair in the top of your head, tell you they're proud of you kind of thing. That wasn't what we were. But in this situation, actions really do speak louder than words. And his actions showed me. His words didn't show me shit, but his actions showed me how to be a strong provider, how to have integrity, how to give back and not let the right hand know what the left hand's doing, vice versa, whatever. And how to just be an all-around good person. So, role model would be my grandfather, William, Bill, and my stepdad, Pete. My hopes, we've gone 25 years without a relationship. So I'm kind of at the point in my life now, quickly approaching age 30, that I'm not looking for a dad, or I'm not looking for a role model. I'm looking to be that. I'm not looking for that for myself. I'm looking to be that. I'm hoping one day Peter and I can get to a point of mutual understanding where he can kind of learn to embrace me. If he doesn't, he doesn't. If he does, he does. But I guess that's it. Long and short of it, he's a good role model. He has a fantastic work ethic. He's a good provider. And despite a lot of bumps, he's made my mom smile a lot over the past 25 years. So, I guess I can't ask for much more than that. As long as she's happy, I'm happy. That's all I ever want for her, is to be happy and, all that good, and happy and taken care of. So that is my week 45 video about male role models. Thanks for watching. I'm probably going to have somebody sub for me next week. I'm having a couple of health issues, so I'm having surgery again next Wednesday, the 18th. I just had surgery a week and a half ago. On the 28th. So I'm having surgery again on the 18th. But I serve a good God, and I know all's going to be well. But I may not be able to post next week, so probably going to go ahead and ask someone to sub for me on the channel. So you may probably not going to see me next week. I'll be on bed rest for a week after surgery. I'm hoping I could post one from bed. I should be able to the week after. So, but I just wanted to make my video today for this week's topic. Thanks for watching. Thanks for always watching and commenting and being a part of FTM Television. We definitely appreciate all our subscribers, and tell your friends about us. Namaste.